I've noticed in the more than 25 years that I've been at Westminster a change in attitudes of English people particularly, more than Scots or Welsh. And that is that there is now no emotional attachment to Northern Ireland for a whole bunch of reasons. But the point about this is that we discovered in all the work towards the Good Friday Agreement that while institutions and constitutions and territory and so on is important, the thing that's really important is relationships between communities of people.
I've come along today to try and impress upon people that we need to work solidly towards reconciliation, to work towards creating a future worth having, a future that we can present to our children and future generations. This is a very important moment in our history and we must take advantage of it. We must use it in the proper sense, and that is, again, to build a future worth having.
It was on returning, I was like, we have made incredible strides in this country and I'm happy for the progress we've made. There's a lot more work to do for our own children. I don't want any child from any demographic or any background feeling that way, like the grass will always be greener somewhere else.
I'm a unionist, but I'm on a journey. And in that journey, it's vitally important that we all talk to each other as we think things through. I would want to encourage my nationalist and Republican fellow countrymen and women to engage with the loyalist, unionist, Protestant community. I come from a different position as a follower of Ian Paisley, anti-establishment in many ways. Mistakes have been made, and I understand that. But we have got to try and move forward, and I understand that there are changes going to happen. I used the word inevitable about a new Ireland, and I have been kind of caught in that since, but it is, I think, on the way at some stage in the future.
Being an advocate for unification, when the referendum comes, to be somebody who campaigns for it, I think it's really important that the belief in unification isn't seen to be the preserve of any one particular party or one or two parties. It needs to be all parties and no party. I think that's one of the reasons why I'd hope to be able to bring an analysis to the table, some perspectives to the table, and then also, when the time comes, to advocate for and campaign for unification. And for me, I don't just want there to be a United Ireland. I want a United Ireland to be a huge success.
There's a 15% deficit in the health service, 32 billion for the UK, 1 billion for Northern Ireland. This is due to Tory austerity. Let's put the blame where it belongs, and Tory austerity has done this. Now, we could compare ourselves to the other three in the UK, but let's compare ourselves to the Republic of Ireland, who have the best waiting list.
Because Ireland's future, whatever that may be, is all our futures, none more so than the disability community. In the north, we are almost 25% of the population, and in the south, the population of people with disabilities is over 21%. Those numbers reflect citizens that represent all backgrounds, diversities, and multiple identities. Citizens that should have their rights, freedoms, equality, and dignity reflected and upheld in law.
Now, I come from a political persuasion that is not predetermined on the constitutional future, and as such, my votes are up for grabs. So who's going to sell constitutional change to me in the best way that is progressive, that is environmentalist, that is feminist, that is inclusive of minorities, and will provide a better future for everybody? Is that the Union, or is that a reunited and new Ireland?